In this class, I am going to explain very important essay question for your IPE examination. And the question is, describe the notions of work and kinetic energy, show that it leads to work energy theorem. Okay, we have to prove the work energy theorem. And before going to prove this work energy theorem, you just observe the question carefully. Whenever you are going to attempt a question in your exam, first of all you have to define the terms, define the physical quantities given in the question. Okay, what are the physical quantities we have here? Work and kinetic energy. You just define the work and kinetic energy initially. Okay, what is work? Work is the scalar product of force and displacement. F is the force, S is the displacement, W is the work. It is a dot product. Scalar product is nothing but dot product. It is a dot product. In your vectors chapter, I will explain the dot product and cross product there itself. Okay. So work is a scalar product of force and displacement. This can also be written as Fs cos theta. If you remove this dot, you will have cos theta here. Okay, and coming to the kinetic energy, it is the energy possessed by the body, okay, which is in motion. ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోషన్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు దానికి ఉండే ఎనర్జీని కైనటిక్ ఎనర్జీ అంటాం. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఈస్ ద ఎనర్జీ పొసెస్డ్ బై ద బాడీ విచ్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ మోషన్. కైనటిక్ ఎనర్జీ ఈజ్ హాఫ్ mv². దానికి ఉండే ఎనర్జీ ఏంటి? హాఫ్ mv². Okay, m is the mass of the body and v is the velocity of the body. And coming to the work energy theorem statement, work done on the body by the net force is equal to the change in its kinetic energy. Net force. What is the net force? The total force. Total force. Whichever acting on the body. Okay. సో ఈ టోటల్ ఫోర్స్ వల్ల జరిగే వర్క్ని ఏమంటాం మనం? వర్క్ డన్ అంటాం. ఓకే, అండ్ వర్క్ ఎనర్జీ థియరం అంటే ఈ టోటల్ ఫోర్స్ వల్ల జరిగే వర్క్ దేనికి ఈక్వల్? ద వర్క్ డన్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇట్స్ కైనటిక్ ఎనర్జీ. దట్ ఈస్ ద చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇట్స్ కైనటిక్ ఎనర్జీ మీన్స్ కైనటిక్ ఎనర్జీ ఫైనల్ మైనస్ కైనటిక్ ఎనర్జీ ఇనిషియల్. ఓకే, final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. Okay, and this can be written as delta Ke. This delta denotes change. This delta denotes change. Okay, work done on the body by the net force is equal to the change in its kinetic energy. Okay, let's prove this. Let's prove this. Just copy this one. So what I am doing is I am going to consider a body which is in motion because of the force acted upon it. Okay, now consider a body of mass m. Okay, whenever the net force acted upon this mass m, what happens? This mass is displaced to a distance of s. Consider a body of mass m, and whenever the net force acted upon this mass m, it is displaced to a distance of s, whose initial velocity is u and final velocity is v. Okay, therefore the initial kinetic energy, what will be the initial kinetic energy? Initial kinetic energy is equals to, what is kinetic energy? Half mv², velocity. Here initial velocity is u, right? Therefore half mu². And the final kinetic energy is the final kinetic energy is half mv square, right? The change in kinetic energy. See here, we have initial kinetic energy as half mu square and final we have half mv square. There is a change in the kinetic energy, total kinetic energy, right? Therefore, the change in kinetic energy is final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy, right? For example, see, a car initially is at some point. I am taking this point as 0 meters. Okay, after some time t, it is displaced to a distance of 10 meters. I just want to find out the change in the position of this car. For that, what will I do? I will subtract the final distance. I will subtract the initial distance from final distance, right? 0 meters. Then I will came to know that the car is travelled to a distance of 10 meters in time t. In the same way, to find out the change in kinetic energy, what I am doing? I am subtracting the initial kinetic energy from final kinetic energy. Okay, and this change is denoted with delta. Change of kinetic energy is, what will be the final kinetic energy? What is the final kinetic energy? Half mv square minus initial kinetic energy is half mu square. You just copy this. See, there is a force acted upon the body. Because of this force, it is displaced to a distance of s. That means there is a work done on this object, right? What is the work done? The work done on the object or on the body is F dot S. And from Newton's law, what is force? Force is equals mass into acceleration, right? Mass into acceleration. Now you just substitute here. Work done is equals to, substitute this force in this equation, mass into acceleration into displacement. Okay, and from Newton's equation, Newton's equations of motion, we have 3 Newton's equations of motion, right? From one of them, v square minus u square equals to 2as. Okay, this is one of the equation from Newton's equation of motion. Okay, from here, what is acceleration? Acceleration is equal to v square minus u square by 2s. Okay, this is equation 1. This is equation number 2. Now substitute equation 2 in 1. Okay, you just substitute this acceleration in this equation. Okay, one equation will be equals to work done is equal to mass into, what is the acceleration we have? V square minus u square by 2s into s. SS get cancelled. Okay, now this work done is equal to, okay, I'm just multiplying this mass with v square by 2 and u square by 2. This will be equal to 1 by 2 times mv square mv square minus 1 by 2 times mu square. Mu square. What's this? The work done by the net force. The work done by the net force, right, is equal to the change in kinetic energy. What is half mv square? It is the final kinetic energy. And what is half mu square? It is the initial kinetic energy. This is nothing but change of kinetic energy. Yeah, this is work done. Hence proved. Hence proved. Just copy whatever I am writing on the board. You just copy it in your notebook. Okay, you just write as it is in your examination. Okay, this is a work energy theorem, and a problem will be attached to this question. What is the problem? Let's see. I will explain one problem, and in your examination similar problems will be given. Okay, నేను ఒక ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను, దాని సిమిలర్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మీకు ఎగ్జామ్లో వస్తాయి. డోంట్ వరీ. కాపీ చేస్తున్నారుగా నోట్స్లో. ప్లీజ్ మెయింటైన్ యువర్ రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్. ఓకే, అండ్ వాట్స్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్? లెట్స్ సీ. And the problem is a pump is required. A pump is required to lift 600 kg of water per minute from a well 25 meters deep, and to eject it with a speed of 500 meters per second. Calculate the power required to perform the above task. This is the question we have. Okay, now let's solve this problem. Before solving this problem, I want to just give you few suggestions. Okay, I want to suggest you a thing is, first of all, after reading the question, what you have to do, write the data, given data అంటే ఏంటి? ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది? the mass is 600 kg, time taken is 1 minute, speed is 500 meters per second, and asked us to find out the power. This is the data. First of all, you have to write the data. Next, required formula. Write the required formula. Okay, then after substitute the data, given data in the formula. Okay, then solve this, and then finally, after writing the answer, mention the units. Okay, you have to follow these steps whenever you're solving the problem in your IP examination. you have to follow these steps. Okay. In this problem, what is the given data? Let's solve this problem. Solution. Given that, write step by step. Okay. Given that the mass of water m is equal to 600 kg. Okay, and time taken t is equal to 1 minute. 1 minute is nothing but 60 seconds. Okay, and from the well of 25 meters depth. Okay, nothing but height is 25 meters. And what is the speed given here? It is 50 meters per second. Okay, speed here I'm writing velocity, not speed. Why? Because here direction is mentioned. Okay, here direction is mentioned. See, speed without direction is a vector, scalar quantity. Speed with direction is a vector quantity, which is nothing but velocity. Okay, so from a well, this is a well of depth 25 meters. Here water is ejected out, direction is mentioned, so that I am taking here it as velocity. What is velocity? Velocity is 50 meters per second. And asked to calculate power. What is power? Power P is equal to total energy by time taken T. We have to calculate this power. Okay, next you have to substitute the given data in this equation. So what is total energy? We have total energy is sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay, so the total energy here is equal to half mv square plus mgh. Half mv square is kinetic energy, mgh is a potential energy. And the total energy is equal to, I am taking m as common. Okay, and you just write the remaining quantities, half v square plus g into h. Now substitute this in this equation. Power P is equal to, total energy is m into 1 by 2 times of v square plus gh by time t. Okay, now substitute the given data in this equation. Solve this. You just solve this. Substitute. You just substitute this given data and solve this. Okay. Power P is equal to, what is the mass? 600 kg by time is 60 seconds into 1 by 2 times of what is the velocity we have? 50 meters per second. So 50 into 50. Okay, 50 into 50 plus what is g? It is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, here the gravity is not mentioned. Okay, so you can take it as 9.8 meters per second or 10 meters, approximately 10 meters per second. Okay, so for simplification I am taking it as 10 into height. What is the height given? What is the height given? 25 meters. Now you just solve this and the answer will be equals to 14950. 14950 watts. Units of power is watt. Okay, you just copy this. If you want to convert this into kilowatts, you can write it as 14950 into 10 power minus 3 kilowatts. Did you copy it? And this is the example problem. Okay, based on the same formula, problems are given and you just solve using the same method. Okay, and this is very important 8 marks question. Very important 8 marks question for your IPE examination. From work energy power, you will get 2 questions, right? As per blueprint, you will get 2 questions. And in your section C, 4 questions are given. In our last lecture, I had said that 3 questions are given. Okay, you just correct it. Actually, 4 questions are given and ask you to attempt 2 questions. Okay, and from work energy theorem, I had given the list of very important essay questions. Those questions are 3 questions. 3 questions ఇస్తారు ఉంటాయి 3 questions ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటాయి. అందులో నుంచి మీకు డెఫినెట్గా 2 questions వస్తాయి ఎగ్జామ్కి. ఎందుకంటే బ్లూ ప్రింట్లో మనకు ఆల్రెడీ మెన్షన్ చేశారు వర్క్ ఎనర్జీ పవర్ నుంచి 2 questions వస్తాయి, ఆసిలేషన్స్ నుంచి 1 question వస్తుంది, థర్మల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ నుంచి 1 question వస్తుంది. సో టోటల్ 4 questions. సో ఇన్ అవర్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు అటెంప్ట్ ఓన్లీ 2 questions. ఇఫ్ యూ ప్రిపేర్ వెల్ దీస్ 3 questions ఫ్రమ్ వర్క్ ఎనర్జీ థియరమ్, you will be able to attempt 2 questions from it. So concentrate on the 3 questions which are given from work energy theorem. నేను మీకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ లిస్ట్ ఇచ్చా కదా, అవి ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి. అందులోంచి డెఫినెట్గా 2 questions వస్తాయి, మీరు 2 questions అటెండ్ చేయగలుగుతారు. ఓకే, ఒకవేళ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వ్ చేయడంలో మీకు ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉన్నా కూడా థర్మల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాటర్ ఉంది కదా, అందులోంచి డెఫినెట్గా 1 question వస్తుంది. క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటో కాదు, న్యూటన్స్ లా ఆఫ్ కూలింగ్. ఓకే, జస్ట్ ప్రిపేర్ దట్ క్వశ్చన్. అది కూడా నేను మీకు ఫర్దర్ క్లాస్లో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను విత్ నోట్స్. నోట్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఇదే నేను ఏదైతే చెప్తున్నా బోర్డ్ పైన అదే నోట్స్. అది యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కాపీ చేసుకోండి, ఎగ్జామ్లో అటెంప్ట్ చేయండి. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ డౌట్, యూ జస్ట్ కామెంట్ ఇన్ ద కామెంట్ బాక్స్. ఓకే, యా, బాయ్ దే.